No.
Yeah.
How? Silverado with 1,000-mile range?
Silverado EV.
Yeah, I saw this.
Recently, like within the last couple of weeks.
Somebody did it.
It was Chevy engineers managed to drive 1,000 miles on just a stock Silverado EV.
What'd they do to it?
Well, it was a team of 40 engineers that performed the test over 7 days, and they drove kind of around their assembly plant or testing grounds, drove around the testing grounds. They drove actually 1,059 miles. So
at what speed?
Okay. Well, under these conditions is how they did it. Okay. So they're not saying you can expect to get 1,000 miles on it. They're just saying they
wanted to see how far they could do it,
which is still cool to see. It's the work truck trim, so the cheap trim with the maximum 205 kilowatt hour battery. So that's the configuration. They maintain an average speed for that 1,000 miles between 20 and 25 miles an hour. Pretty slow.
This sounds like torture.
Yeah, they said it was. They traded out engineers every hour. It was only, they avoided any hard braking or acceleration. It was only the driver, no passengers. They had the wiper blades moved to like the lowest possible position. So they kind of like moved the blades down, kind of tucked them down a little bit. The tires were inflated to the highest acceptable pressures, 80 PSI. So they had
the lowest rolling resistance.
Yeah, least rolling resistance. They optimized the wheel alignment. I don't know quite what that means, but they messed with the alignment. They added a tonneau cover, on top of the bed, and all the climate controls were off. This was done and this had to be done in the summer where the battery is going to be the most efficient. This is like a Michigan summer with all the windows up and no AC running.
Oh.
They also did everything they could to make sure no electronics were running in the car that could be.
What do you think
running.
The inside of that truck smelled like?
They had a battery powered fan on the driver to kind of keep him from dying. But that, of course, wasn't plugged into the truck. And they took out the spare tire because obviously an 8,000 pound truck, you need to lose a little bit of weight. So the spare tire had to go.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't do anything.
He's
super
like, I also
crazy.
took the registration out of the glove box.
Yeah.
Toss that out.
Other than driving 20 to 25 miles an hour, that's obviously not realistic. But to the truck itself, they didn't do anything wild.
They didn't do any major modifications.
No, a tonneau cover, which is pretty common thing to have.
Super inflated tires. I wouldn't do that.
80 PSI, yeah. That's a little high. But still really impressive.
It's kind of crazy. I thought I was like, when I read that, I'm like, okay, how many battery packs do they put in the bed?
Yeah, no. Just a stock Silverado EV.
Wow.
That beat the previous record by 250 miles, which was a Lucid Air in Germany. Although this one wasn't done under the supervision of Guinness, so it's not like a Guinness World Record holder, but it was their engineers that did it. So for what it's worth.